Hey everyone, welcome to my sort of RS5 but not really a review video. This time I've screwed up, unfortunately. This video, I don't have enough footage to do a complete review of the RS5, and the reason for that is twofold. I was recently down in New Zealand and it was kind of a rush trip, and I wanted to do 3 reviews while I was down there. I wanted to review my own E30 BMW, which I did. One of Ian's cars, I reviewed his RX3, and most importantly I wanted to review Brandon's RS5, which is one of my favorite cars, and it's a car that competes directly with my new M4, so that was the one that I really wanted to get right, and that's the one that I screwed up. Not only was it a little rushed, so I didn't get all the footage I wanted, but I've also lost one of the SD cards out of one of my cameras. It was in my luggage, and I've spent the last 2 weeks looking for it, and I just can't find it. So I'm missing some important footage from that review, which kind of ruins it in a way. However, we do get to drive the car, and you do get to see a couple of angles. I've got the head cam angle, and I've got a backseat angle. So you get to see us fooling around and driving the car. So all is not lost. I thought I'd show it to you anyway, even though it's incomplete. What's missing, of course, is me looking at the detail of the interior and looking at the detail of the exterior, and I'll kind of make up for that in a future video. I've got in about 2 weeks time, I've got a brand new S4 video coming your way, and while the RS5 and the S4 are 2 completely different beasts, the styling cues and the wonderful interior details that Audi have will be included in the S4, and you'll get a pretty full picture from that. You know, despite my recent purchasing history, I'm actually a huge Audi fan. Before the E92 BMW M3, I had 4 Audis before that. So yeah, I'm a huge Audi fan, and I really look forward to driving this RS5, and it was a beautiful, beautiful, magnificent car. The RS5 features the Audi's 4.2 litre FSI engine, and that's the same engine more or less that was debuted in the RS4, the B7 RS4 back in 2006, and at the time that engine was a sensation. It competed directly with the engine that was in my E92 M3. The M3 had 400 horsepower, the RS4 engine had 420 horsepower. You know, the RS4 is just a little bit larger. It was 4.2 as opposed to 4 litre. And for my money, I actually preferred the sound of the RS4 engine as well. With that RS4, that B7 RS4 was magnificent. So the RS5 is just a step up from that. You know, they've increased the horsepower to 450 horsepower, and it makes some fantastic sound. And unfortunately, this is the end of the era for these engines. You know, I believe Audi are not going to be producing any naturally aspirated RS cars or S cars going forward. You know, they're just going to go the way of everyone else. They're going to be supercharged or turbocharged. They're probably going to be 6s, just like in my M4. So it's an end of an era, and that's what makes it an even more special car, is the latest generation of RS4s and RS5s are the last of these big V8s that rev out to 8,000 revs and sound so magnificent. Brandon's particular car is a beautiful white one with the wheels that I would pick and the options that I would pick. You know, it really is a beautiful car. It's a shame I didn't get more detail on it, but you know, hopefully you'll enjoy the video anyway. It's me and my mates driving around, talking in Kiwi accents, joking around with each other. So it's kind of fun anyway. And for the details you miss on this video, you'll get them in the S4 video coming up. So yeah, I wanted to thank Brandon again for letting us take his car for a spin. It's a great car, and I hope you enjoy this video anyway. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
He's happy.
He is,
guys.
Just don't mean what's still for him.
That down change. I actually find, I don't know why,
Yeah.
the down change sounds better through this. than the pedal.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just
Let's try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it actually dump gas in there, does it?
yeah, dumps a little bit of gas in there.
Just to make it pop.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a great trick.
We're going down
straight.
straight
Yeah,
again, buddy.
left at the rounder. Yeah. It's a big thing I've noticed. Like the last car was pretty zippy, but when you're kind of wanting to overtake someone,
Yeah.
this is just goes. It's just next level. Like
Yeah.
the last car just didn't have those legs.
Yeah, yeah.
Up to 100, it's pretty much the same.
Well, it's a completely different engine, isn't it?
Yeah.
No turbocharger. You're not getting. Did it have any lag? Your other car? Not noticeable.
Maybe a tiny bit, but not a whole lot at all.
Yeah. So we better do some introductions. So today I'm driving. This is Brandon, and this is his RS5. And in the back we've got my brother Matthew and Taryn. Taryn is actually married to my sister, and Brandon actually used to date one of my other sisters. So it's only Matthew and I that haven't
Had sex with
had
the
sex
sisters.
with one of my sisters.
Not that we know
Thank
of.
God you're along, man. I would have been outnumbered. Oh yeah, nice.
Well, I had a.
You had the Mini, you had the RS3, but what was before the Mini?
I
The Subaru.
Well, there's been a few cars, but if you start from say the last 10 years,
Yeah.
because they've been work kind of cars.
Yeah.
It was a Cooper S,
Yeah.
then it was a GTI Edition 30, then there was another.
That's
So that
GTI,
was the
right?
230
I remember that one,
horsepower Mini, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
GTI.
There was two
Oh.
GTIs in a row.
Yeah.
Had them for 3 years each. Then the RS3 for 2 years, and
Yeah.
then this.
Oh, yeah, because there isn't a 230 horsepower edition of the GTI in the US, so that's like a local market model.
Is that
modification,
okay?
isn't it? Yeah.
So what's the running gear in this car?
The engine,
Yeah.
I think it's 450 horsepower V8.
V8.
V8. And is it a DSG
Yeah.
dual?
Yeah.
4.2 leather.
7-speed, isn't it?
Yep.
Jeez.
Yep.
They definitely don't build them like they used to.
Yeah, and it might be the last one. It might be the last
is it
because
right?
BMW stopped doing that model as well. And the M4 that I've got on order is turbo now.
Is it?
So yeah, this will be replaced with the turbo as well.
Doing a motorbike review, Nick.
What I love about New Zealand is it doesn't matter how shitty your BMW is, it has to have an M badge on the back.
Everyone's got one.
Yep.
What does that M badge mean on those models?
Nothing. It means
couple of extra bits of plastic on it.
No, it means I purchased an M badge and stuck it on the back.
It is actually someone purchased an M.
Yeah.
Not an encyclopedia about it.
Well, we know that it's a 4.2 V8,
Yep.
450 horsepower,
Yep.
7-speed dual clutch.
It's got 60% at all times unless you take traction control off at the rear wheels.
Oh, yep.
To give it a sporty feel. I've never had it really loose enough to feel that though.
Yep.
I haven't even done launch control in this car yet, which I want to do.
Yep.
'Cause
Oh,
it's-
you haven't?
No, I've only now had it maybe 4 months, and I just
Yeah.
haven't had a chance
Yeah.
to take it on any road except manual.
Oh, yep.
Where I've stretched it a bit. And you also have to, a lot of the time I reckon, be on your own. And
Yeah.
I tend to be with Amanda.
Yeah.
So
And she'll be the
by the
handbrake.
time I get to 160 and third, I get
Yeah.
a pinch in my leg. That's not stop.
No
That's a
words,
nice
just
feature.
So you can't really compare it, but
No.
yeah, this is nice compared to most. It's such a smooth, quiet car as well.
NMI?
What are you two
MMI?
idiots doing
I
back
think it's
there?
MMI.
How do I look with my
Oh,
camera?
NMI.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah,
Like a coal miner.
yeah.
Very
So
sophisticated.
you can't tell us where the leather comes from?
Can't tell you that. Cow.
Cow especially.
Cow.
Not sure if it's a German cow or not.
Frisian.
Yeah. Info that It'd be good if we had that. That's not plugged in. So car, you can kind of choose
Oh, yeah, yeah.
what you want it to
Car.
be.
Oh man, that's really.
So I've set. You can set up as an individual.
Yeah.
How you want it? Because I actually.
Do you find some settings too tough? They get
in
too.
the sport setting, it's fairly stiff, the steering.
Yep.
So
Mind these cars too.
Yeah.
so it's actually, depending on what you're doing, it's quite good to set it up so the steering's still quite light, but you've still got
Yep.
sport and aspects going on.
Yeah. So it's about 8.2 to the red line. Speedometer shows 2. I wonder whether it's still got the speed limiter in it.
320.
It's got to be
Yeah,
one of the
320,
shortest
yeah.
red lines you'll ever see.
Yeah.
8.25 up to 9.
Yeah, my
Is this
my
saying
M3 had the
Don't go.
same red line.
Yeah. The what does?
Yeah, my old M3 had the same
Did
red.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
similar horsepower, same setup, but a 4-litre engine instead.
Trying to avoid these trucks up here, but it'd be a nice stretch up the hill.
Yeah.
It's a good little stretch up here, actually.
Assuming it's not going to be sluggish up.
Pretty sure it's more power than you'll ever want, mate.
Pretty much.
Considering you drive a Corolla
1.8.
1.8 performance edition.
It is.
Okay, I'm just going to hang back for a second. Then we'll give it a bit of a. We're going to Mark III Golf on the inside. Just going to take him. Here we go.
Right in front of
Oh,
Even with you fat bastards in the back, she's got some.
It still pulls a little bit.
Yeah.
yeah, Wester looks better.
Yeah, that was like. Away we go.
Container trucks.
It's got such great sound, doesn't
It
it?
sounds awesome.
The way
Yeah.
it dumped its fuel right next to that V-dub was pretty sweet, wasn't it?
And I noticed the steering goes a lot stiffer as soon as you start giving it.
A little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
It hardens up.
Yeah.
I never had that in the old Valiant. Fucking freewheeling. Horrible feeling. Couldn't feel it. Edge of the road.
What a shame you don't have that car anymore. That would have been a great review.
Coasting up the harbour bridge. Half a foot either side here.
I don't, because the steering can actually get quite firm. So it's, if I'm not going to be,
If you're not going too fast. then
yeah,
it's-
not going too fast, but I still want the engine and maybe some of the power if I want to put my foot down
Right.
and get the sound out, then I will use that.
Yeah.
But dynamic, I'm not too sure, because even in dynamic, I think you've got some of the performance there, but when you've actually got it in sport down here, it's much more aggressive. It'll stay in the gear longer and it chops down for you.
And what does this drive select button do?
That's just, instead of going here, you
Oh,
go
okay, you
straight
can
from
do,
there.
yeah, and you can change through. I
Yeah,
see, and
up
it
on
sits
there.
it on there. Okay, got it. Nice.
Tell you, it gives it a couple of seconds before it actually goes into it, I assume. As you're flicking through.
Yeah, yeah. So you just get to turn, then it sort of sits on something.
We want to go left here, don't we?
Yeah. Where are you going back to now?
Yeah, back to your place.
Go that way.
Right.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's a really nice car, isn't it? I love the details inside here. Audi do such a beautiful job in the interiors.
Nice stitching.
It is good.
I mean, they used to be all red. Now the white is so prevalent.
Yeah. Because there's a little spoiler that pops up. I think it's
Oh, yeah.
130.
Yeah.
But you can do it if you want to have it.
Manually,
I never do that, but
Oh, yeah.
you can. I don't know what that is. If it's just a coin slot. or
Coin
what.
holders. Some things you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of attitude, eh?
Yeah, it's
The
like anything.
sounds.
It's once you've warmed it up a little bit, and like if you've gone on a sort of a half an hour drive, and then you put it and you're in sport, it's got the hum and the pitch of the noise of the motor is quite a lot higher.
Right.
Once she's warm,
Yep.
it's much better.
monster.